Let me begin with a question. When was the last time you felt like yourself? Not the version of you at work, not the one playing roles in social spaces, not the curated presence online, but the version of you that sits in silence, that whispers at night when the noise has faded, the version that doesn't need to perform, because it simply is. In today's world, we are constantly connected, yet quietly disconnected, from nature, from stillness, and most painfully, from ourselves. We look in the mirror and see a face we know, but often we don't feel at home in it. This visual meditation is not about self-improvement, it's about self-remembrance. Because beneath all the noise, all the striving, all the labels, you're still there. Let's begin the journey inward. From the moment we enter the world, we begin collecting identities like coats. Be good, be strong, be smart, be successful, be likable. Each one adds a layer, and slowly, the inner self, the quiet self, gets buried under the expectations of others. You learn how to adapt. You play the roles. You keep the peace. And without realizing it, you begin drifting from your center. It's not your fault. It's what survival often looks like. But just because you lost sight of yourself doesn't mean you disappeared. You are not gone. You are just waiting to be seen. In a culture obsessed with reinvention, we are told over and over again, become the best version of yourself. Level up. Rebrand. Be new. Be better. But maybe the true healing doesn't come from becoming someone else, but from coming back to who you already are. Your true self is not something to be built. It's something to be uncovered. Like a sculpture hiding beneath marble, like a melody under static, like sunlight behind clouds. This is not about becoming more. It's about shedding, not addition, but subtraction. Let me guide you into a space within you. No effort required, just gentle attention. Close your eyes if you can, or let your mind soften around these images. You're walking through a quiet forest. The path is soft beneath your feet. Sunlight drips through the canopy above. The air smells of pine and damp earth. Somewhere nearby, a small stream hums. With each step, you begin to feel lighter, as if every breath is peeling away a layer. The stress, the shoulds, the masks. You come to a clearing. In the center is a small cabin, familiar, though you've never seen it. You walk toward it. The door creaks open. Inside, everything is still. There's no clutter, just presence. And in the center, sitting quietly, is you. Not the performing you, not the proving you, but the original you. Barefoot, soft-eyed, real. They look up and they smile. I've been waiting, they say. Not for your perfection, just for your presence. Breathe. Let this image stay. This is your inner home, and it's always been here. This isn't just poetic. There's science here too. Your nervous system doesn't just react to danger. It records your story. Each time you were told to shrink, to suppress, to conform, your body remembered. It tightens. It tenses. It disconnects. Visual meditation allows the body to re-regulate, to return to safety, by showing the brain a calm, grounded image. A forest, a face, a memory. You soothe the system that's been in fight or flight for years. You remind the body, it's safe to come home now. That's why reconnecting with the true self is not just a spiritual act, it's biological repair. Once you start to come back to yourself, you'll hear something unexpected. Your true voice, not the critic, not the overachiever, not the echo of others, but the one who says, I miss painting. I love walking alone at dusk. I want to forgive. I feel enough. This voice is often quiet at first, rusty from disuse, but the more you listen, the louder it gets, and what it tells you is not how to fit in, but how to feel whole. So listen, not for goals, not for metrics, just for truth. When you begin living from your true self, the world doesn't necessarily change, but your relationship with it does. You say no more often. You rest without guilt. You speak without rehearsing. You create without permission. You love without masks. You become anchored, not because life is easy, but because you've rooted inward. From that place, you don't chase peace. You radiate it. You don't search for meaning. You embody it. This is what it means to come home, not to a place, but to a presence. Let's return to the question we started with. When was the last time you felt like yourself? Maybe the better question is, are you ready to return? Because your true self has never left. It's been here, waiting, watching, whispering, and all it asks is that you pause, that you turn inward, that you remember. You don't need to reinvent. You don't need to earn it. You don't need to prove anything. You just need to say, I'm here, I'm listening, I'm ready, and the self within you will respond. Finally, welcome home. Tonight, before you sleep, sit in silence for 2 minutes. Not to fix yourself, not to analyze, just to be with yourself. Let an image come, a place, a memory, a feeling that reminds you of who you are when you're not trying. Then ask, what do I miss about me? Write it down, whisper it, feel it, and if you'd like, share it in the comments.